So, hi everyone, welcome everyone to today's session. I am thrilled to have you all here. This channel is dedicated to GMAT and GRE learners, and I'm honored to be your guide on the journey. Whether you are a seasoned expert or just starting out, I believe you'll be find valuable insights and information here. I can't wait to share this session with Dr. Nada and Mr. Mandar Kawade. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hello, Mandar sir, and hello, Dr. Nada. How are you?
Thank you, Abhinav. We are
Very
fine.
good.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much. And it's lovely to have you both here. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce to Dr. Nada. She is an associate professor of marketing and associate dean on executive MBA program. Nada brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the table. She has made a significant impact in her field, and her contributions to education and academics are truly remarkable. Nada's areas of expertise include marketing and strategy, and she has taught subjects such as marketing strategy, digital marketing, global marketing management, and more. Her corporate experience includes senior level positions at Colgate, Palomar, Procter and Gamble, and Royal Dutch Shell. Nada is a true leader, and it's my honor to have her with us today. Please join me in welcoming Nada.
Thank you so much, Abhinav, for this lovely introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So happy to be here with you today and speaking to you about the Metaverse. Metaverse is everywhere. Everybody's speaking about Metaverse, but there are a lot of confusions, a lot of things that we need to discover and understand in this emerging field that is captivating everyone. Before we start and dig deeper into this topic, we first need to understand some very tricky differences. So let's define first, what is the metaverse? So often people ask me, well, what is really the difference between Web3 and the metaverse? How are they both different? So if you look over the internet, if you talk to different experts, each will give you a different definition. I like to base mine on Wikipedia, that I think it's quite accurate. Web3 is really the next generation of the internet. Okay? We had Web2, the social internet came with Web1, social internet is Web2, and then we are here moving to Web3, where we see people more talking about decentralization, blockchain, token-based economics, which really act as a support infrastructures that enable a better user experience. On the other hand, Metaverse is really internet as a 3D virtual world, as an immersive experience that uses virtual reality and augmented reality. It's going to be a network of various different environments that could be accessed via different devices. So it could be telephone, it could be computer, or it could be a VR headsets for now, but who knows what the future is going to bring. The most important thing about the metaverse and this 3D immersive virtual experience is that it's going to change how we interact with each other, how we socialize, how we work, how we play, and also how we buy and sell various items. Metaverse comes with other critical elements that we need to understand more in depth. It comes with augmented reality. It also comes with virtual reality, blockchains, and NFTs. So let me explain to you the various elements, the various components. So augmented reality is really about interacting with each other. It's an interactive experience that combines real world with computer-generated content. Okay, so they come both together and they create this, what we call augmented reality. It's in reality, but it's enhanced through these computer created elements. So this includes some sensory experiences. It could be visual, it could be auditory, it could be haptic, so anything that we touch. And we already seen that a lot of tech companies are developing this haptic technology. And now the advancements it's happening at a very, very fast pace. And already now, I was in the Metaverse Assembly in Dubai, end of last year, and already they have the haptic glove that can mirror grabbing a flower. So you can grab a flower in a 3D environment and feel feel the flower dimensions when you are grabbing it. There's also a lot of research labs that are working on olfactory, where you can start transmitting some smells from one side of the internet to the other side. So these things are really impressive, and they're going to allow for a lot of possibilities. Then you have what we call virtual reality, which is completely based on virtual information or on information generated by the computer. So far, virtual reality looks like this. You can, if you've ever used some kind of lenses or Oculus, for example, if you've never used that, please go ahead and use it and see what we're really talking about. This is really advancing at a very high, fast pace. And I just tried a new game on the Oculus 2 weeks ago, and I looked down a very high building, and I was scared I was going to fall while I knew I was sitting in my home. So please go ahead and look at use these technologies, because they really allow you to understand what is it that we're exactly talking about. When we are talking about augmented reality, these are things like this, all right? You can go to a store and they can scan your body, and you can exactly look, try different clothes on your body. And this technology, again, is improving. Body scanning is improving, and it's getting closer and closer to mirroring our real image. And you can actually try these clothes and see what they look on you without going to the fitting room, for example. So this is all nice, huh? This is value adding. This is going to save us time and save space for retailers and so on. But there is another version of augmented reality that is a little bit worrying. So if we look at the filters that various applications are using, such as Snapchat, then you see that these mirror some kind of physical enhancements, okay? So here I'm giving you 2 examples from 2 different applications. So I think it's TikTok and Instagram. And it's showing, for example, for the girl with short hair and dark hair, her skin is a little bit lighter when it's augmented, her eyes are bigger, her face is longer. And if you look at the blonde girl, same thing, her face is a little bit more fair, her skin complexion is more homogeneous. So problem with this kind of augmented reality is that it really adheres to societal norms of beauty, and it could be really harmful. And what we notice in our society is that a lot of teenagers or a lot of girls do not dare anymore post their real life pictures, because they want to adhere, they want to use filters because they think they are more beautiful than their real life. And this can create some body distortion issues. This can create low self-esteem issues. And these kinds of features in social media are being attributed to the rising rate of suicide among teenage girls around the world. Okay? So we have to be careful also about the consequences of these kinds of wonderful advancements, and try to not mirror the stereotypes that are existing in society. What is for sure is that this is going to happen, quicker and quicker, and it's going to take over a lot of areas of our life. The numbers say so. All right. So if you look at AR versus VR, you will see that it's really increasing in terms of millions of dollars, and the projections is that's going to keep on increasing. And ultimately, we're going to have more of AR also on when it comes to the metaverse. So these are the pictures I was talking about. All right, so the 2 girls. Okay. So the one with the short hair, her face has been, made bigger, and the eyes bigger, and different shape of eyes as well. Fair skin, same thing for the girls with blonde hair. Also, she has been enhanced, which says that actually the filter makes her more social media exposable. Okay. And these are the numbers that I was talking about as well. So AR versus VR, getting growing and growing, expectations of $110 million for AR users and 65.9 for VR users, whether you're using a headset or a non-headset. Okay. So how about NFT and blockchain? What is the difference? So NFT is a non-fungible token. This is what it means. It's a unique digital certificate of authenticity. Okay, that's why it's non-fungible. It means it's non-tradable. If you look at a bill of money, that's a fungible token because it has some value, but you can trade it, so it's fungible. The NFTs are non-fungible because the certificate of authenticity attributes it to a specific owner. It cannot be copied, it cannot be substituted, it cannot be subdivided, and it is powered by blockchain technology. It is registered using this blockchain technology. You can transfer ownership of NFTs. This is possible. So you will find already that some NFTs are sold and traded, and actually prior to recession, now we are entering, the world is entering into recession. Prior to that, there was a lot of speculation about NFTs, and some of them were overvalued, but now things are quieting down a little bit. So they are sold and traded. And maybe for some of us, this seems like something, okay, strange, trading NFTs. But if you look at Gen Zers, which are people, teenagers up to about 23, 24 years old, they are already used to trading NFTs through video games. So all types of assets can be owned. So it means that you can own music, you can own video, you can own art using NFTs. Maybe you can also very soon own some sounds also using NFTs. The blockchain empowers these NFTs. It is a decentralized ledger. So that's the power of the blockchain, is that it does not, it's not located in one area. It's actually located in all the shared intranet. And that shared ledger keeps track of transaction data, and it has a timestamp. Okay? So it's also timed. So it is very highly secure because the network is distributed. So blockchain has been popularized at the beginning through Bitcoin and Ethereum, but now it is really known as empowering as the basis of a new virtual currency, which is the NFTs. Okay. So how can we use these NFTs now that we know what they are? How can we use them? So you can use an NFT to own some digital land. All right. So we have some of the Metaverse platforms that are selling land. So this is an example from Sandbox, Get Your First Land. Another example was Decentraland, who was, in the Metaverse Assembly in Dubai end of last year. We had the Decentraland founder who said that they started selling land at $25 a piece, and then the speculation got so high that the land was sold after a while for more than $2,000. Another example is that a real estate agency just launched here in Dubai. It's called Verse Estates, and they build properties on the Metaverse, and they sell them to owners. So you can have your house in the Metaverse that maybe looks much better than the one where you live, or maybe have as a unique sea view that you cannot afford in real life, and you can own that. Or maybe you can have a house that looks like a spaceship, something completely original and creative, something that you cannot really own face to face. Also, NFTs make sense. They are used for owning avatars. They could be used for owning usernames. So any digital identity, owning your digital twin. So with AR, VR, Metaverse, there is a willingness to create digital twins. It means something that you own here, or yourself, your own identity, and create another one on the Metaverse. very scary, right? Maybe after you pass, who's going to own your digital twin? When you die, is your digital twin going to stay alive? Okay, interesting thoughts, interesting things to think about. This is an example from Fortnite that you are seeing. It's already very popular among the gamers community, where for Fortnite, for example, owning an avatar from the early days of the game is considered as sign of prestige. Okay, so we are humans. We're always looking for hierarchization and seeing, okay, who's going to be more prestigious, who's going to be more exclusive, who's going to be more unique. So what are you trying to signal about your identity in the digital world? So NFTs could allow you to do that. Then another level is, okay, now that you have this prestigious avatar, maybe you want your avatar to have some nice clothes or some nice shoes. So NFTs allow you also to own digital products. For example, fashion items that you can use to dress your avatar. Also, NFTs allow you to collect things, own things and collect things, such as digital art. So this is an example of a collaboration between Adidas and Prada, who launched an art project where various artists were going to come together and create this unique tiled canvas, and they made it in an NFT and sold it. So there are a lot of stories around this. Another example is at the 2022 Super Bowl, the NFL in the US, the NFL gave every spectator an NFT that was corresponding to their row and their seat, and they left it to collect it as a digital keepsake, okay? You can also collect Rolex watches, maybe using the NFT versions of this. Maybe you cannot afford the collection face-to-face, but maybe you can afford a digital collection and signal your identity and your prestige that I am successful and this is who I am. And it is shown in real life. Then when people wear luxury items, they do signal some kind of identity. So maybe also on the metaverse, what you wear is going to impact how people react to you. You could, the NFTs can also be used to access events. Okay, maybe you want to go to a specific event and you need an NFT to access, whether it's a physical event or a digital event. So these are both possibilities. Also allow you to subscribe, maybe subscribe to an app, subscribe to a service. I want to give an example here from my own participation to the Metaverse Assembly in Dubai. That took place in the Museum of the Future, where at the end of this event, I was sent an NFT under my name that I could keep as a proof that I have attended. So this is what we call phygital, is these kinds of experiences that connect both the physical and digital world, and NFTs could allow you to do that. Also, I'm coming, from SP Jain, which is a global school of management. What if your degree now could be made into an NFT to prove that, because today, if you want to just give a digital version of your degree, you just scan it, right? But if you can provide it to your employer or on your LinkedIn profile as an NFT, it will have more authenticity and more value as well. Also, NFTs allow you to own intellectual property. If you create something, or also a lot of contributors, content contributors now, they are requesting to be paid in NFTs or to have an NFT for their content, for their property. For example, if you would post your family picture on social media, you would post it as an NFT as well. And if people want to use it, they need to to pay some kind of royalty to you. So this is the future we are moving to. The previous generations were very generous with social media because they would just put their family and their content and populate all these networks with their own content, and the social media platforms made money out of people's stories. But now the Gen Zers don't want to do that. They want also their fair share when they post their content. So let me show you some brand NFT examples. So which are the brands that are already entering this realm of NFTs and have used them in 2023? So we see that all industries are being represented here: fashion, beauty, automotive, food and beverage, media, sports. But it's true that it's much bigger when it comes to the fashion industry. Look at the brands. These are just few examples: Gap, Prada, Nike, Gucci, Balmain, Rimowa. Beauty also are using them. Automotive are using them. Food and beverage: Coca-Cola, Evian, Starbucks, Gatorade, Bud Light. Sports, media, also academic institutions are getting there. This is an example from a very recent example. It's a couple of months old. And again, this presentation or this session is the only one of my lectures where it needs to really be updated every 2 weeks because things change, new things come through. So the collaboration between Starbucks and Polygon is something new. And what Starbucks did is that they started offering NFTs for their loyalty program using the company Polygon, which is an expert in the area, and they called it the Starbucks Odyssey. And so this is also a way to use NFTs to drive loyalty. So when we look at NFT, the biggest winners are really the ones that really made a lot of money. So obviously all brands, they are launching NFTs. So even Netflix are working on it. Renault is working on it. Vogue is working on it. FIFA during the World Cup, Lacoste, Tiffany, Adidas. So all these companies are already into this NFT world. But who is making the most money out of these NFTs? The two biggest examples of companies that's made the most success out of this new business models. The first one is Nike. So Nike purchased RTFKT, which is a digital company that creates NFTs, and they have teamed up with the artist Revolutionize. They did this collaboration, and the artist designed 600 real-life sneakers that they sold with their NFTs. These sold in 6 minutes over, and they made $3.1 million for Nike. Okay, so Nike has been very successful. So then they were selling other kinds of digital fashion. So this is another example. And by August 2022, they had already made $185 million on these NFT sales. So that's a very profitable business.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
other pretty impressive. This is a good example actually to convince companies who are really not very much convinced that they should get into this world. Another example is Tiffany's that made these NFT pendants, and this is, if you enter their page, you will see that they sold out actually, and actually they sold them for $50,000 each. Okay, so they also made a lot of money from this. So let's move now to the metaverse and understanding a little deeper how the metaverse operates and what it can really do for you from a user standpoint. So I like this visual. It's a nice one. And it really shows you all the possibilities here. It allows you really to embed a link, provide your content, have some activities, inform better, tell stories. So storytelling and content creations are going to be very big on the metaverse. Allows you to escape from your own reality. You live in conditions that you don't like, if you live in a neighborhood you don't like, with a family you don't like, or you really want to escape from your physical environment. So Metaverse will allow you to do that. It allows you to entertain yourself, so some nice activities. It also allows you to learn, collaborate, and train. So it's a very nice training venues, and some companies are already using it for that. If you take the example of Accenture during COVID, they did most of their onboarding on the Metaverse in these immersive training centers. It also really allows you to build a community. Community is very, very big on the Metaverse. Actually, the companies that will be able to build strong community or big communities are going to be the winners of the Metaverse. People would also go there to interact socially or to express their identity, their creativity, their uniqueness, and so on. So I want to next show you a video by Meta. So Metaverse has several platforms. Okay, so you have Decentraland, you have Sandbox. These are already up and running. For example, Dubai is creating its digital twin on Sandbox, and all the government services will happen in the Metaverse. And then Meta is one platform, but I often get from my students this kind of confusion. Oh, Metaverse is Meta. No, Meta is the name of the company that used to be called Facebook. And they just launched the Metaverse version of one of their planets, which is Horizon, and it's not yet public. But then you have other platforms that are already existing and then operating. They're still not optimal. Okay, so there's still some technological development that needs to happen. So you have Decentraland, you have Spatial, you have Fortnite, you have Verse, but Meta has this vision to create their own metaverse through their Horizon planet, which is not yet ready, but we have a nice video that shows you what it could look like once it gets ready. So I don't know when they're going to get there, because now with the recession and all the financial problem that Facebook has been having, investment is slowing down a little bit, even if this is a priority in the strategic plan. But at least it's nice to see what it looks like. So let me show you the vision that they have for the Metaverse.
3D. All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi!
Hey, should we deal you in?
Hey, sorry I'm running late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Okay, that is something.
That's awesome.
Wow. I love the movement.
Wait, it's disappearing.
This is amazing.
Hold on, I'll tip the artist and they'll extend it.
Wow, brilliant.
If you guys like it here, I have another room that you're gonna love. Check out this forest room.
Huh, let's see it.
Koi fish that fly? That's new.
This is wild. Hey, one sec, Boz. It's Priscilla.
Hey, you have to see this. Beast is going crazy.
Oh, I love that guy. We've got to show that to the kids. Can you also send that to my dad?
I'll message him.
All right, see you at home. This place is great, Boz, but there's something I gotta get back to.
Okay, so I like this video because it really shows the interaction between the physical and the digital world, and also the doorways to the metaverse. So we are not only talking about using lenses like Oculus, but we're also talking about using phone, and that it could be accessible both through 2D, through the phone, but also through 3D immersive experiences. And also, even if you have an Oculus, what you see can be 3D, which is digital content, but you can also see some videos of people also, like you've seen, the family videos and so on. So this is what the Metaverse universe looks up to Q2 2022. Obviously, this is really evolving very, very fast. These are the biggest platforms so far that are known, because what we are noticing today in the metaverse is that all these platforms are being created, all these experiences are being created, but the hardest thing that they have so far is to bring people to use it, to bring people to connect to these platforms, so to populate the platform. So the platforms that are very much populated, these are the big red dots. These are by kids, tweens, and teens. We see that the older users are still really not there, are still not really using the various platforms that are available. So let me double click on the kids, tweens, and teens. So obviously there is a generational also point to the metaverse. When we speak to teenagers today, they're already there. You speak to the next generation, which is millennials, and they're not there. So we need to be really careful here, especially the people that are not Gen Zers or older Gen Zers, and to realize so much, all the learning that we have to do, all the catch-up that we have to do, Gen Zers don't have, because for them, they're already trading NFTs, they're already on the metaverse, they're already connecting with their friends. For them, digital assets are more important than physical assets. So when I ask my EMBA students, they are parents of teenagers, I ask them, what did your kids want for their birthday? 100% of my EMBA students from around the world, so I have students in India, I have students in Australia, I have students in the US, Japan, Singapore, Europe, so everywhere around the world. I asked them, what did your kids ask for their birthday? And they all said unanimously, the kids wanted digital assets. They wanted money to buy some game. They wanted money to buy some Robux, which are the currency for Roblox. They all wanted digital assets. So we do notice that there is a shift from generations being interested in physical goods to digital goods. All right. So it is much harder to impress teens today with physical goods because they were born in an era of abundance. They were born in an era where they have a lot of everything, a product to solve any problem that they have. So they're not so much impressed by products. They are really impressed by all the digital assets, all the digital goods, or the digital devices. All right. And they're already, most of them already there on the metaverse. Okay. So what are the various business models of the metaverse? How can we really use the metaverse? So you can use the metaverse to showcase your brand. There are many ways to do it. You can embed your brand, maybe through billboards that are integrated in a game. And I'm going to show you examples of this later. You can also use the metaverse to attract new customers, people that you were not tapping into before. Let's think about luxury brands, for example, who are pricing their items very much premium. Now they can price their NFTs premium for the metaverse. So, and the cash outlay is going to be smaller, which means that if you cannot own a Gucci bag, in the digital world, maybe you would be able to own an NFT of the Gucci bag in the metaverse. Also tapping into new age categories. So I'm going to show you some examples of brands who are trying to use the metaverse to appeal to Gen Zers, for example, through gaming experiences, where you would get them to play a game and to know more about your brand, to access your brand experiences, and be interested and consider your brand in their purchasing, for their purchasing intentions. You can also use the metaverse to create better customer engagements. Today, the biggest challenge when it comes to companies talking to their target audience or to advertising to customers, the hardest thing is how can you really grab their attention? How, with the attention span decreasing, this becomes a real challenge. How can you grab their attention? So the metaverse, through these gaming platforms, will by design make the participants engage more, because when you play a video game, first of all, you give undivided attention. Second, you are staying there sometimes for over an hour. So this could be a high potential to engage your customer more. You can create a new revenue channel. So we have seen the examples of NFTs there, of Nike creating a completely revenue channel through selling shoes for the metaverse avatars. Same thing, jewelry for Tiffany. You can also use it to reduce costs of operations, reduce costs for customer service, reduce costs of commute for your employees, and because it offers more engaging remote work possibilities as well. You can also use it to retain and make your customers more loyal. What we see as well is that the biggest winner of the metaverse is the companies who will manage to create a community, to create some kind of unique experience, to tell a unique story, and to make the customers want to go there. So by doing this, you can really engage your customers with the brand for a longer term and be better at creating loyalty. Also, the metaverse will for sure change how we do marketing. So I'm a marketing and strategy professor. So also from the marketing perspective, how do brands talk to customers or to their consumers? So now, so this is the 4 P's of marketing. So product, price, promotion, and place. What does it mean? What does the metaverse mean for the 4 P's? This means that whenever you talk about a product, not only now you're going to look at the product features, the product packaging, the product's characteristics, you should also look at the NFTs that will go hand in hand with this product. You should also look at the product's experience that you're going to be offering in the metaverse as an embedded component of your product. When your consumers or your customers are going to go on the metaverse, how are they going to find your products? How are they going to see it? This being said, you cannot afford not to be there. Why you cannot afford not to be there? Simply because people are going to engage more and more with the metaverse. This is the next evolution. This is embedded in the next evolution of the internet, which means that there will be a natural move, and your customers are going to be there. And if you're not there, you miss out on a chance to create that brand awareness and that unique brand experience. And again, I have showed that, and I'm going to show more examples of how product experience can be really out of the box and creative and artistic in the metaverse. Second, how about the price of your products? Now you need to think not only about the price of your actual product or service, but also how much are you going to price your NFTs? How much are you going to price the digital experiences whenever you have a digital and a physical component? So that has to be decided as well. From the promotion perspective, we're going to need to see how are we going to promote. Metaverse is going to be a new channel. Do we just want to promote in other people's channels, other people's environments, or do we want to create our own environment with our own unique experience for our own customer? That's a decision we're going to have to take as well. And where are you going to sell your product? That's place. So you have your channels. Maybe you are selling your products, I don't know, supermarkets, retail space, but where are you going to sell your NFTs? Are you going to sell it in the NFT marketplace? Are you going to have your own point of sale on the metaverse? Are you going to create a community? And within this community, this is where you're going to get create these experiences. And this is going to be your new e-commerce channel as well. So all these things need to be thought about and analyzed in a new way that has not been done before. Well, who are the brands in Web3? So we are seeing just last year, a lot of brands are getting there. So like I said, we cannot afford to not be there. We cannot afford to wait. We cannot miss out on this opportunity. We all know what happens in Web2 when people were late, how much they missed out on building these communities, generating this followership, which is critical. So very important to hop on and get there. And many brands are already doing it. So these are a few examples that happened already in the metaverse. So this is an example of showcasing some art as NFTs, and then these are actual people, we hope, because we don't know in the future who's going to be a real person and who's going to be AI. Okay, for now they are real people, but I have already been in some Zooms and in some Metaverse meetings where there was the person and through his avatar and his AI digital twin that was speaking through ChatGPT. So this is already there, already attended that. Okay, so we hope whenever you decide to speak to your next door person, that next door person is going to be a real human and not AI generated avatar. So this is one example. Metaverse will allow you also to create these new 3D experiences, maybe a new existence. Maybe you always dream to fly. Maybe you always dream to have some house with a big slide, you know, to get out and not walk. So all these new kinds of existence, new kinds of, you know, dressing would be possible also in the metaverse. So unique 3D experiences. And actually Coca-Cola had a party in the metaverse. And so the party was on top of a can. So they designed a can and all the avatars went on top of the Coke can and they were dancing, okay? And this was the party. So creative new ways of existing, of interacting. So this is what I'm talking about, these new 3D experiences. Okay, where people are flying, some pets are flying as well. Yeah. This is another example of how you can create brand awareness using the metaverse. This is an example from Hyundai Mobility Adventure where they use Roblox and the metaverse and created a gaming platform. And they featured Hyundai Motors' various cars. So this allowed Gen Zers to really go and choose which car they want to drive and drive it and know more about Hyundai and the different cars and the different features of every car. So this is creating more brand awareness for young teenagers. So another example of phygital business models is what Balenciaga did with the Fortnite and this dog, where they created these hoodies that you could buy for your avatar on Fortnite. So it's a skin, all right, high fashion skin. They created 4 skins that were Balenciaga themed with accessories. And what they did is that you could actually buy the digital one and also buy the physical one. And to be at the cutting edge technology, they advertised them using 3D billboards. This one is in New York, but there was also one in Tokyo and so on. So let me show you also what the 3D billboard looks like. Okay, so this is, so it can also be used for brand building. I want to give you this fantastic example that generated a lot of word of mouth and buzz. It's from Wendy's restaurants. And I'm going to let you watch the video and see how they have used the metaverse to create a huge buzz online about one of the key elements of their brand DNA, which is never using a freezer in a Wendy's restaurant. So let me show you now.
And soon let's now talk Fortnite, shall we? It's the newest video game craze, spreading fast among kids, college kids, even celebrities.
Kids are nuts for this Fortnite.
Fortnite has taken over the gaming world, becoming the most streamed game on Twitch ever. But brands are left out of the action, either tweeting from the sidelines or paying big bucks for in-game sponsorships. So when Fortnite announced a new event called Food Fight between Team Pizza and Team Burger, Wendy's saw an organic weigh-in. We found out Team Burger stored their beef in freezers. And Wendy's doesn't do frozen beef. So we got on Twitch, chose a character with red hair and pigtails, dropped into the game, and instead of killing other players, we started destroying burger freezers. Again and again and again, for 9 hours straight. We also declared our mission on Twitter, sending hundreds of thousands of gamers to Twitch to watch us play. And soon other players stopped killing each other and started killing burger freezers with us.
Hey, Wendy's, dude, let's go!
Top Twitch streamers took notice.
I saw a Wendy's stream over here, dude.
Oh, you smacking the burgers, freezers?
This shit's lit. This kind of stuff keeps the game fresh.
Thank you so much for coming to the stream, Wendy.
News outlets were talking about it. Even Twitch posted a highlight reel of Wendy's best freezer kills. Then, our own competitors showed us some respect. But most importantly, the game developers removed the freezers from every burger restaurant, meaning Wendy's had rid Fortnite of frozen beef forever.
Okay, so this is an example of a very successful campaign where Wendy's really generated a huge brand buzz and a lot of mentions, and it was successful for brand awareness and brand engagement, which is very hard to achieve. Another example is also in India from Tata Tea for one of their festivals. They used, star that featured on the metaverse, and they created this unique environment as well. And the concert they put this digital screen and the concert was shown on that screen. So retailers are also engaging with the metaverse, and actually the biggest winner of the metaverse is going to be the company that's going to be able to create a one-stop shop. So we don't know yet who's going to be that company, but retailers may be also able to create high destination environments. So this is two examples. One is from Walmart, who is engaging with Gen Zers through Walmart Land, and allowing them to shop in the Walmart Land environment using Roblox, and Carrefour supermarket that launched their NFT dedicated to saving bees, which is called NFTs, that also allowed them to engage more the Gen Z audience. Work environment is going to change as well. That's what the metaverse will do, allowing us to interact in 3D, allowing us to also design our presentations and send emails. And actually, the laptop is going to disappear. The mouse is going to disappear because this is not a natural movement. All right, our mouse is not allowing us to create a natural. So my mouse, yeah, the mouse is not some natural movement. So the alternative to the laptop already exists. The only problem, it costs $10,000 and it's not very user friendly. So with some smart lenses and some haptic gloves, we can already project our presentations, change, type, do all these things. It's just that it's not user-friendly, it's not yet comfortable. Oculus maybe is still a little bit too heavy. So as the technology is going to be evolving, also the way we work will change, and the laptops are going, and the mouses are going to be disappearing. The metaverse is challenging our worldview. So it's not only about how we're going to be interacting, but it's about some things that are new to humanity that we had never faced before. Is where is the truth? Which environments will be true? Is it my physical environment or my digital one, where I'm going to have my own house with my own car, with other friends, other social network? So where is the truth in all that? And who can I trust? Can I trust any digital avatar? Is this going to be a scammer who's going to try to steal my digital identity? Or is this going to be a friend? Or is this going to be a bot or an AI? Should I trust the news? Are the news generated by real journalists or by ChatGPT? So who can I trust in this new environment? Trust is going to be a big thing. Companies today are having the biggest worry to enter the metaverse because they don't want to put all their confidential information in any kind of platform. So they still would like to wait for a secure platform before they move to these 3D kind of environments. Metaverse is also dangerous because it will feed into humans' desire for self-observation and for ego gratification. Because now you can observe yourself living an alternative life, and this can create some mental health issues as well. It's going to be a space for trial and error. Maybe you can try digital identity, and if you don't like it, you can drop it and then go try another one, or maybe have two different ones to mirror different facets of your personality. It will feed into ownership for status. So a lot of NFTs now are going to be more affordable. So people may want to own more of these NFTs and show their status in their metaverse and create these alter ego identity. And it's dangerous also because it's going to feed into this desire for escapism. Okay, so people who would like to escape their physical environment may end up going too much on the metaverse, and this can hurt their health, physical health, mental health, and could be really dangerous. So what is the future of the metaverse? So what is for sure is that there will be an exponential growth. There will be an increase in access because the headset technology is going to develop. Oculus now costs about $400. The new one is $1,500, but there will be other brands who will be more affordable. We will get more realism when it comes to our avatars. Jobs are going to change. We already noticed that there are some chief metaverse officers or metaverse directors in companies. Companies will need to restructure. They will need to train their employees, and they need to embed tech now, maybe in every department. How we deliver corporate training is going to change. Maybe now less physical events, more metaverse events for multinational corporation. The way we interact with our clients is going to change as well. A lot of interactions will be happening on the metaverse. Everybody needs to think about how to make money out of this new environment, how this 3D immersive experiences. We see that some companies were able to do it through NFTs, but new business models will emerge. New work environments and efficiencies and an increased investment in tech for sure, and also new forms of attack. We will be attacked, experience new forms of attacks, and this is going to take some time until this regulates itself. That's all for me. Thank you so much for your attention. It has been an absolute pleasure for me to deliver this session to you. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn as well. My name is Nada Sayar. You can find me on there. And then, yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nada. And we wanted to extend our sincere gratitude to you for attending this session and making us more valuable. And your insights and expertise were truly invaluable. And we are grateful to have had the opportunity to hear from someone with such a wealth of knowledge and experience. Thank you so much. And I believe that this topic is so much in town, it's in so much, people are talking about it and people want to experiment in this topic. And I believe your presentation was also very engaging and thought-provoking. Thank you so much, Nada. And once again, thank you for your time and energy. It was a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
I think, guys, you were really fascinated with this topic. And on the next topic, we have Mandar Kawade, sir. He is the head student recruitment of PG programs. And for him, I have an introduction. He has more than 17 years of experience in various functions of education sector, such as study abroad, credit transfers, international university collaborations, student mentoring, and career counseling. He has mentored and counseled thousands of students in the area of higher education, vocational training, skill development, and certification. He has worked closely with very international accreditation bodies such as EDS, Excel, ABP UK, and etc. He has extensive knowledge of education sector, not only in India, but also internationally. I welcome you, Mandar, sir, and yeah, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abhinav. Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Mandar. Thank you for this lovely introduction, Abhinav.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll take you through a few slides which will speak about what is SP Jain School of Global Management, all about what are our rankings, what do we do, what are our programs, so on and so forth. So we are going to speak about predominantly postgraduate program, which are full-time residential programs of SP Jain. One is Global MBA. Almost everyone knows what is Global MBA program of SP Jain. Famous program, flagship program, very old program. And also we will be talking about Master of Global Business program, which is a master's program meant for freshers. So what are we going to discuss today? We'll be discussing about campus overview, our rankings, overview of our PG programs, features, benefits to the students, admission process, intakes, tuition aid and scholarship, common FAQs, and the contact details. So what is SP Jain's Global all about? So we are Australian B School. We are Australian B School accredited by TECTA in Australia. It is a body similar like AICTE in India, All India Council for Technical Education, into which engineering, technical, and management program and the courses, they come under an ambit of AICTE in India. Similar body is there in TECTA, named Tertiary Education and Quality Standards Authority of Australia. It regulates the higher education in Australia, and we have accreditation and approval from this government body in Australia as a degree providing institution. So we have a degree provider rights in Australia. We have a university recognition in Australia. Talking about our rankings, we take pride. We take pride in saying that we have all possible prestigious rankings of the world, like Economist, Forbes, Financial Times, Times Higher Education, Wall Street Journal, so on and so forth. All possible prestigious ranking we are ranked in. We are probably the world's first, we are pioneers in launching world's first tri-city model program or a multi-city model program, which doesn't happen in only one place. It happens in 2 cities, either or 3 cities. Some of the glimpse of our campuses. So 2004, we went international. SP Jain in Mumbai, everybody knows. We went international in 2004. We started our first campus from Dubai. The extreme left one is our Dubai campus. The middle one is Singapore, which we started in 2006. 2012, we started in Sydney, Australia campus, where we got the rights of degree providers and a status of university in Australia. 2015, we came up with a campus in Mumbai. Right now, we have one campus in Mumbai. We are soon coming up with another campus in Mumbai. We do certain programs in Mumbai, but not the masters, and the regular program doesn't happen in Mumbai, unfortunately. We are planning to start it very soon, but we will come up with the announcement, not now. Yeah, so we are going to speak about GMBA and MGB. GMBA stands for Global MBA Program, and MGB stands for Master of Global Business Program. We are going to see the details of the program in my next slides. So Master of Global Business Program, the eligibility to apply for this program is 0 to 3 years of work experience, meaning even if you are fresher, you can apply for this program. All right, if you have 2 years of experience, 2.5 years, 3 years of experience, still you can apply for this program. The average experience of this batch is always 1.5 years to 2 years, depending upon the intake, depending upon the year. It's a 16 months full-time residential program, which also includes 4 months of internship. And we have 4 specializations offering that we will cover in the next slide. The other program, which is a senior program that we have, is Global MBA program. For this, we need 3 years plus full-time work experience post the graduation. This is a 12 months full-time program. It does not come with an internship because the students are already experienced students. They don't need internship. They directly go for a placement process. We have 5 specializations to offer in Global MBA program, but we also have a general management category that we are going to discuss in the next slides. Now, when I say that 3 years is the experience that is required for Global MBA program if you want to apply, but the average experience of this batch is always 6+ years. So it's kind of an advanced program, kind of a senior program meant for students either looking for elevation in the current industry, either looking for 2x, 3x fold jump in the salaries that they have, or they want to change the sector altogether. That's the objective of Global MBA program. Master's program objective is to get entered into the corporate world with a decent salary and a decent designation of a mid-level management. That's the objective of a master's program, which is for freshers. Both the programs happens in Dubai, Sydney, and Singapore. The sequence of the city can change as per the intake. It can be 2-city program or it can be 3-city program. And at the end of the program, you graduate with an Australian degree. Now, talking about the specialization in Global MBA, we have Global Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Marketing Management, Finance, Technology Management, Consulting Management, and something called as No Specialization. So if you want to pick and choose from electives of different sector and you choose to graduate with a general management degree, that option is very much available in Global MBA program. When it comes to master's program, students need to be very sure whether they want to go for logistics and supply chain management, which is operations side of a business, whether they would like to go for marketing, finance, or digital business management. There is no option in masters that they go for no specialization or general management. That's how it is. Our curriculum is benchmarked with all these top business schools across the world, like London Business School, LBS, HEC Paris, INSEAD, ISB in India, IIMs in India, NUS, SMU in Singapore, so on and so forth. So our curriculum is a contemporary curriculum, latest curriculum, and it is mapped to all these leading universities and the B schools across the globe. Talking about faculties, our faculties are academic faculties. So when we say academic faculty, it is like they are not only the academician. So somebody who has an experience of 30 years, maybe 20 years in industry, 10 years as an academician, or maybe 10 years in industry and 20 years as academician. So they have a practical exposure as well as they have academician personality, where they can train you on a practical aspects of a business. All of them almost are PhD holders, double PhD holders. They are from INSEAD, Harvard, NUS, UCLA, York University, in that league. They hail from 5 continents. It is not that you're going from India to study abroad. That means only Indian professors will, teach you. Our professors, they fly in and fly out from all parts of the world. That's how the faculty looks like in SP Jain. Some of the top recruiters in India, they recruit our students. Our program is completely tailored towards the placements and the career. Please mind, this is not a destination specific program, or this is not a program that you aspire to reach Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK. No, we do not have any stay back option, work permit, or anything like that in our program. This is completely a career and a placement oriented program. So in your screen, you can see some of the top recruiters. This is a partial list that I'm showing you. You can see full list of recruiters on the website, and the placement report is also on the website. These are from India. These are from Southeast Asia, which is Singapore and neighboring countries. Some of the recruiters from Middle East, Dubai and Middle East, and Africa. This is just a partial list I'm repeating. You can see the complete list and the employment report on the website. Some trends of 2022. So students who graduate in 2023, the batch of 2022 graduated in 2023. These are some of the, the placement statistics, where we have 59% placement happening in India, 9% placement in Southeast Asia, which is Singapore and neighboring countries, 32% placement happened in Dubai and Middle East. The average of global MBA, the global average was 22 lakh rupees per annum. And the highest CTC was 38.14. This is the global MBA trend of 2022. Now this is the MGB trend, which is a freshers program. 32% placements in Middle East and Africa, 58% in India, 10% in Singapore and East Asia. The global average of around 19 lakh rupees for a fresher who has absolute no experience pre-MBA. And the highest CTC of around 40 lakh rupees. That's the trend of MGB for 2022. Now the application process. Application process is very simple in SP Jain School of Global Management. First step is that you need to apply on the portal. Application is on the website. On the portal, it is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for the application. Second step is your application screening. Once you apply on the portal, submit the application, it goes to the admission committee for a review. They supervise and review your application, and they decide whether it is shortlisted or it is not shortlisted. Once the application is shortlisted, you go for next round of evaluations. If you have not taken any entrance exam like GMAT, GRE or CAT, you can appear for our own internal aptitude test, which is named as SP Jain Aptitude Test, SP JAT. Not necessary that you need to take CAT. Not mandatory to take GMAT, not necessary to take GRE or any other test. You can simply take our own internal aptitude test. Then the next rounds will be, you will have to write 2 reflective essays. You need to do 1 case study. You write 1 creativity test. This all happens on online. This is like 2 hours and 10 minutes of exercise. It's a proctored exam. You can take it from anywhere. It's online exam, just like GMAT. You book it and you take it. It is metal testing software that monitors you. You can take it from your home as well. Once you are done with all these online things, you go for a panel interview. So you go for one interview. In some cases, you go for 2 interviews. Some cases, you go for 3 interview rounds. A panel consists of a senior faculty and a senior alum, and they evaluate you on certain parameters that you need to successfully, complete. And once you are complete with all this process, the possible outcomes are either you get an offer, admit offer from our side, or you do not get an offer, which is not selected, or you get waitlisted. That's the 3 outcomes which can be after the evaluation process. Now, learning option in MGB and GMBA program. So we are processing application for this existing intake, which is February 23. The regular classes are starting from 6th of March from Singapore. And we are also processing application for June 23 intake, which is the next available intake in SP Jain for both the programs. So February 23 intake, the format of our program is 1 term in Singapore, which is around approximately 4 months you will stay in Singapore, and next 2 terms in Dubai, which is 8 months in Dubai. That's 12 months of academic, followed by internship, which can be in Dubai, which can be in India, which can be in Singapore, or it can be in any other part of the world. Internships are provided by SP Jain corporate relationship team to the students. Students don't have to go for, hunt for their own internship. All right. Internship is a part of a curriculum, part of a degree. So unless and until you complete the internship, your degree is not complete. So we are bound to give internship and provide with the internship to each and every student who comes in MGB program. All right. Now talking about June intake. June intake, we have Tri-City model program where you start from Singapore. First term will be in Singapore. Mid-term or term 2 will be in Sydney, Australia, and term 3 will be in Dubai. Followed by internship in case of MGB program and GMB program. As I told you, there is no internship. Direct placements are to be done in GMBA, a senior program, global MBA. Now, what are the unique points of our, why we should choose SP Jain School of Global Management over other schools? See, first of all, you get to study in 3 different continents. So Dubai is Middle East, Singapore is Asia, and Australia is a Western world. So here you are getting a knowledge of 3 different continents altogether. When you go to Singapore, you study how the business happens in Asia. You move to Australia, you understand what are the Western business practices as far as the business is concerned. When you move to Dubai, you get to understand how these, Middle Eastern or oil-based economies, they operate in terms of business. If you see uniqueness of these 3 cities, these 3 of the cities are English-speaking countries. English is not a problem here. And these are cosmopolitan kind of a cities or a country where a lot of nationalities, they stay together, no problems. It is 1 year program plus internship. So what I meant to say is 2 years program is generally, happening in India, which is PGDM, they call it as postgraduate diploma. Some of the universities, they give masters. Our program is level 9 of degree, which is master's degree. This is not a postgraduate diploma program. This is not a certification program. All right, PGDM happens only in India. Out of India, nobody understands what is PGDM. There's one bachelor's degree, master's degree, and PhD. Nothing happens in between like PGDM, PGP, nothing. 2 years program, you study for 2 years and you start earning in 3rd year of program. But this is a better ROI because you start earning immediately after 1 year. You get better return on investment. You get better payoff period in our program rather than 2 years of MBA program or a PGDM program. Full placement assistance is given. We have 7 placement offices across the globe. We have placement offices in Dubai, Sydney, and Singapore. Of course, we have campuses over there. Apart from that, in India, we have placement offices in Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore, all metro cities where the jobs are available. More than 80% students convert their internship into full-time role. So as I told you, in MGB program, we have a mandatory internship to go. Once you complete the internship, the data sets since last 5 years, 80% of the students, they convert their internship into full-time role. But if they fail to convert, the 20% of them, they come into the placement pool again, and we make sure that we give them the best of the opportunities in India or abroad. Now, talking about scholarship aid, it is available, but it depends upon several parameters. It starts from your academic score, academic achievements, extracurricular activities, leadership skills, entrance exam score, interview performance, and the diversity that you bring into the program. So we have a committee of scholarship, special committee of scholarship. They meet once in a month, consisting of 8 to 9 officials. They evaluate each and every application for the scholarship, and if the budget is available, they allocate. Top 10% merit holders in the class, they get the scholarship. It is completely on the basis of merit. We do not have any caste, creed, religion, and quota. It is completely based on the merits. Educational loans, yes, very much available. We have national level tie-ups of all leading financial institutions of the country. So once you have a SP Jain offer letter and admit letter in your hand, no financial institution in India will deny giving you the loan, because they all have our employment reports. They know that our students can repay the loan within 4 to 5 years, even if they take loan for 10 years. So the data says even if student takes loan for 12 years, the repayment period is not more than 4 years in SP Jain students, in case of SP Jain Global students. So we have HDFC Credila, we have Oxilo, we have Avance, State Bank of India, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank. Apart from this, we have IDFC Bank, Yes Bank, and so many institutions. Once you have an offer letter, the loan is very easy. These are the contact details in case you would like to have additional information apart from this. So if you are from west or eastern part of India, you may get in touch with Abhishek or Miss Zeenat. The numbers are flashing on the screen. Please take a screenshot or note down the numbers. If you are from northern or southern part of India, you can get in touch with Mr. Roy or Miss Bhairavi. The numbers are flashing on the screen again. This is a small video of our campuses that we have across the globe. These are Dubai campus. Our Singapore campus. Australia, Sydney campus. Of course, our own India, Mumbai campus.
Thank you so much, sir. And I think this was a very informative session from your end. I think the viewers will love to go through it and through your MBA programs also. And I just wanted to reach out to you and say a big thank you to you, sir, for speaking at our event. And your expertise and insight was so valuable and really made an impact on the audience. And thank you again, sir Mandar, sir, for your time and contribution. It was an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome, Abhinav. Most welcome. Thank you so much for inviting us. Thank you so much for taking time to, take our information, interviewing us. Thank you so much, everything. Thank you so much, Unacademy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandar, sir. Thank you.